Hello, running overtime tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play XCOM Apocalypse with me, BlueAnkylo. We're picking up right where we left off last episode. I haven't even really taken a break. Just continuing on. So anyway, last episode was super long, so my plan for today is to balance that with a not over hour-long episode, as fun as those can be. Today we're just going to try to get a little bit of progress in and do a little bit of research. The only thing I did between episodes was revive Scarped, although now it's a Mrs. Scarped, so hopefully you don't mind. Horribly widowed by a tragic brain-sucking incident, and that's where we continue on. So one thing that I may as well do, now that I'm going a little bit slower here, is we should sell off some alien tech that we picked up from that last mission. That includes entropy pods, that includes probably the personal cloaking fields. I'd like to have money more than those. And we've got quite a few disruptor shields. I'll keep some, but I'll sell some. That should be okay. Dimension launchers, I'll hold on to again a few. I plan on using some at some point in time, but it's not like a huge issue for me. And I don't use the boomeroids. We've got lots of Devastator cannons, although I need to re-equip a couple. I think that's it. There you go. Make a little bit of money. Actually, make a ton of money, honestly, from one mission. And continue on. Alright, so remember, we caught our first Cymorph. We're going to research it. And we're in the middle of crafting some cool stuff. And that's about it. We're getting better shield tech, better UFO, or better XCOM craft. And yeah, that's pretty much all, folks. So let's go. We finished some more control systems that I may or may not ever use. I wanted to make some more Toxigun Type B before we run out, although I know we're right at the cusp of being able to build Type C, but I kind of messed that up, so gotta find some spitters. Alright, so we have researched the Cymorph. Let's have a look. The Cymorph is a rare and highly specialized alien. Its psionic powers are defense and formidable. Oh, and psionic powers and defense are formidable. It is likely to be used as an alien commander in battle situations. Despite its ability to fly, its mobility is limited due to its bulk and lack of a skeletal structure. Unlike other alien types, it seems to survive quite well in our environment, until we find them. It represents a serious threat to our agents that are not robots. Our best form of defense is with biological weapons and strong side defense. So yeah, Toxigun ammo works great, and the androids are practically immune to these things. So yeah, it's a pretty bad matchup for them. Anyway, we'll research the next building if you want to keep doing missions. And the only thing other than that, like we can see, if that had been the final research, we would have unlocked a new, the final species, we would have unlocked a cool new tech right there. But you can see by the spitters, we did miss a spitter interrogation. So we got to find one more alien. Just in case you're wondering, I think I showed these off, although it's, well, I would have researched them at some point. I have been crafting a bunch of modules, these things here, the advanced weapon control systems. So I could put in a 2x2 piece of equipment instead of shields to give a whole bunch of accuracy bonus to your weapons. We could, with one of these, we can bring the disruptors up to like 90%. I think that's how it works. I think it's base accuracy times bonus. But you know, it's fine. I was more planning on using those if we get some missile weapons for the craft. Okay, well, there's nothing else to do at the moment, so let's let a little bit more time go by. We got to the end of the week. All right, so there's a couple things that this means. For one, bunch more money. We're making almost 200,000 a week now, which is great. And the expense is 91,000. So we're actually making 110,000 per week in income. That's great. That might be higher than I've ever seen it, actually, so that's really nice. Lots of points. That's why we got such a big buff to our income. And, yeah, not bad. Definitely making money. Alright, so pause the game for a second. One thing I want to double check is some of the factions with us. We've got a few factions that are a little bit angry. I think because we saved the sectoids on that last mission, the super long one that no one watched. But anyway, the Mutant Alliance is our friend now. They are more in debt than anyone I've ever seen in this game. But yeah, they're the hybrid alliance kind of thing. And because we're friends with them, we'll probably see more recruits that are hybrids, unfortunately. But yeah, it's weird how broke they all are. These guys are doing fine. Weird. I don't know how the money system works. I don't know if it means anything at all, honestly. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to check was the government. They will only pay you a certain amount for your weekly income based on their income. So if we're getting paid 200 and a little bit thousand a week, this is their income per week. And I bet you they won't pay us more than like half of it or something. So if we do really well again and their income doesn't go up, they'll probably actually decrease the payments because they can't afford us. It's kind of the balance. There's not, like, you know, like we've talked about before, a lot of the faction mechanics in Apocalypse were never quite finished, but this one is in effect anyway, so gotta watch out for that. No aliens to worry about. We can't really go to the UFO. Now that it's a new week, there should be new UFOs in the alien dimension, so we could send a force to wipe them all out. Or we could wait for them to show up and then try to get a couple UFO missions. Which is not the worst idea, because you get more tech and stuff. More gear off of them. I'm not going to send another squad into the alien dimension until this is done either way, though, so... oh, also, though, because it is a new week, we, at the very least, should be able to buy a couple new things for our crew. How many body units did we get? 2? Bad luck. So we only got a couple flying suits. That's a darn shame. Was there anything else I was talking about buying? Like, I want a good supply of spare medkits just in the off chance that we need them one day. So we'll buy those, and I'll buy a couple more swords if they have them. There's one sword. Well, I'll equip them to somebody eventually. And honestly, I feel like there's not much left to buy from these guys. I could pick up more stun grapples, but it doesn't really matter. We could go through the terrestrial aircraft and weapons and stuff, but yeah, we basically craft better. It took a while. It took a really long while. But we did get to the point where we can finally sort of craft our own version of everything we want. So there's very little here that you'd hold on to late game. So, you know, that's kind of nothing to worry about. Once the supplies come in, let's spend at least a second equipping our troops, because I know everybody wants to fly, right? So let's... Well, that's pretty much it. I got one more suit for somebody that can't fly. That's the wrong base. Most people have flying suits. Okay, this was an unnamed character, so they don't get a flying suit. Named soldiers get first dibs. The fella's back. The fella's back. He's owed some flying suit. So I feel like I'm still missing at least 2. That might... Oh, there's another one. 3... Oh, right. Soltraz from the last mission. 4 with Goofy Doofy, and 5 with Prince Sarius Returns. Yeah, there's still quite a few people that need flying suits, and unfortunately, if they're only giving us 2 per week, you know, we can't craft them or anything. It's kind of lame. One thing I should do... is make sure that the people that are on the transports all have flying suits, because it'll make the alien missions a little bit easier. Now, I'm kind of thinking I'm going to wait for an alien attack to try to get a spitter and maybe some more craft gear before we do our next attack mission. So that's kind of what I'm leaning on. I'm going to wait like one more day, and if nothing happens, maybe what we'll do is just a little quick raid on Sirius or something. Maybe we'll wait 2 days. I don't know. Oh, there we go. It didn't even take that long. Perfect. Sorry if you guys can hear that horn outside. Car alarm's going nuts. Alright, so the aliens found a battleship. Yeah, that's great. Let's make sure our jets are on low altitude, so they fire upwards more than downwards, which will help keep us from... I don't think we need to be defensive anymore. We've got so many shields, we should be okay. Alright, yeah, I think as long as everyone's on low altitude shooting up, we should be okay. I'm just going to launch everyone to start, and if there's another one that comes from a different angle, we'll split up. Alright, let's see what happens. Another one. Oh, it's just a little guy. So what is over here? This is an escort. I'm thinking... I'll send a Hawk and a Retaliator to it. Anything else? Ooh, another big one. Alright. Fun. So this is our second battleship. Alright, well this one... We're definitely going to send the entire... Oh good, thank you, Carl Arms. Everyone really appreciates you. All these four at this base to... They're going to try to shoot that down. And now that there's only 2 going to the other battleship, I'm actually going to change their orders as well. This is probably the largest attack wave we've ever had. So I don't want anyone fighting these battleships on their own, basically. Alright. We going? Oh boy. Oh boy, if he's attacking my base... Come on, you guys gotta kill this thing really fast. Because my base won't last very long, and then everyone in it will die. Okay, we got his shields down. Come on, squad. Take him out. Ooh, no. More damage. Almost. Almost there. Alright, we got him. Cracked means dead. This guy... Okay, so this is like an annoying cloaked escort that's hard to shoot. It's very evasive. So I'm going to kind of ignore it for the moment, because it also doesn't do very much damage. And I'm going to tell everyone to try to kill this thing, because if it's also going after this base... I'm kind of worried about the base. It already took a lot of damage. Luckily, this warehouse is a, it's like a high-class upper crust base, so it doesn't blow up in one shot. Like our primary base over here, you remember that, right? An alien shot it once by accident, and the whole thing blew up and everyone died. These upper-level high-class areas, their bases are a little bit harder to get destroyed. They got more building HP. But it's already taken a lot of hits, so let's not push our luck. Alright, team, take this thing out. It'll be a lot easier to hit the big guy anyway, so we'll focus him down first. Oops, wrong button. How are we doing here? Almost done. And it looks like he was going to attack our base, didn't it? The aliens are getting very retaliatory here. This is fun. Now, like I said, I could have just invaded the alien dimension and destroyed these all before they could attack us, but that would be no fun. Alright, so they've got this one very hard to see. Let's see if we can kill this thing fairly easily. Yeah, we got it. Once we got a good beat on it, it got wiped out in like one shot. One volley, anyway. Alright, that was fun. Alright. Mission complete. We've got 1 battleship landed, 1 escort landed. The other battleship was just completely destroyed. Completely destroyed by the fella. Good job, fella. So, we got ourselves a couple missions. That's fun. Alright, so what we'll do here is, we'll just do full squad missions. Because you can only take, you can only take... Oh, I know what's happened. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's 12, but that's because I've got them equipped for battle rather than for ferrying. So what we do, we go back to base, we look at our transport ships, and we go, yeah, we don't need all these shields right now, do we? I would rather you were able to carry a few more passengers. The shields are nice when you're going to the alien dimension, but when you're only using them to transport troops, they don't really do anything. So this will let me carry more passengers. The extra modules for cargo and biotransport don't matter, but that's an extra 8 soldiers. Okay, so then we can go bring everybody with us, basically. Actually, I only want to bring 18, because once you go over 18, then I've got another squad I have to micromanage. Well, I say that. You know what? We'll bring everybody. I say that, and then I change my mind. That's the BlueAnkylo way. All right, let's go with, luckily, the base that's not destroyed. Guys, I feel like you guys are probably pretty lucky. You guys go here, and then you guys go here. 2 more missions. One will be pretty short. One will be probably a bit longer. See who gets out there faster. Pretty much a tie, so I don't know which one we're doing today. We'll see. Alright, you know the drill. Kill all aliens. So I think what I'm going to do is have 4 squads rather than 3, because we've got 4 squads of 5. That's lots of people. And this one has even psyops in it. Look at this. Look at these people that have been sitting in base doing Psy gym training for the last few weeks. Actually having some stats for that kind of stuff. Yeah, this is from our main base. This will be the smaller UFO. But it's kind of fun. You guys get to see some hybrids do some battle here. Kind of fun. Partially fun. Okay, so most people can fly, but not everybody. I'll still set everybody to the same sort of basic default. Thinking about it. So this was an escort, I think? Not that kind of escort. Or was this? Yeah, this was the escort, I'm pretty sure. The other base that doesn't have psyops is the one that has the battleship, the huge one. So believe it or not, this is still the small UFO. Alright, so we've got the entrance here. Which is nice. I didn't have to spend a whole lot of time looking for it, because nobody's got time for that. Especially not an impatient Ankylo. Alright, that's group 1. Alright, you guys over here kind of all split up. Mostly just want to make sure I've got a few shots ready in case anything weird happens on turn 1, end of turn 1 here. We're not going to get anything fancy with smoke or anything. I had lots of comments on that video where I smoked my own soldiers and then it didn't work out so well. So don't worry, I did get the joke, you know. That was my mistake. It's all good. Might as well get everyone as close as we can, but I don't want to waste too much time here. Right. 2, 3. Okay, so this is group 2. We'll send them down more in like a flanking. If anything comes all the way out of the UFO, these guys will be ready for it. From a little bit shorter range, closer. Well, actually, they'll be out of time units, so never mind. A couple of them will be ready. Yeah. Not a whole lot of time units left. Okay, let's see what happens. Also, don't forget, capture spitters, Blue. Capture spitters to get cool weapons. This is one of the main reasons why I drew the aliens into an attack, was to try to get their precious spitter blood. So the goal for this turn is to just approach the UFO a little bit closer, seeing as nothing attacked us. Try to preserve some stamina and some time units here. Make sure we've got reasonable lines of fire. Getting pretty close to that door, I know. I think I'll have these guys just duck. And then I'll have those guys kind of on Overwatch, protection, and then I'll try to get some more angles of fire, basically. I'll just get these guys set up quick. Hopefully this is more than enough for whatever opens. Anything that comes out of that door will be fine, right? Right? There's no way a pod of brain suckers will just hop out and eat everybody, right? This never happened in the history of Apocalypse. I mean, escorts probably aren't supposed to have a ton of crew on it to shoot to kill us. But you never know. Also, yeah, don't forget some of these people are psyops, so we do have some options. Alright, let's see if we can blow these doors up. I don't trust your aim. Just save to use. Alright, well, who was this? The fella's back. Not doing great at shooting stuff. That's okay. Alright. Oops. There we go. Alright, we'll end the turn there now that we can see in, just in case something walks by the door. And then next turn we'll start moving closer. This is my safest way of entering. Was it the battleship that had all the losses last time where I rushed in the front door? Or not even the front door, I rushed in through like a broken panel and may have caused some issues. Alright, so this is the type of UFO that I don't see too often, and it's all nice and open and dangerous. That's fine. So who is this? Well, this is Leroy Jenkins going in first, as you'd expect. Yeah, I guess I should really just go with slightly accurate 3TU shots. It's not like he needs to kill them all by himself or anything. I mean, it's kind of his thing to run in first, right? Like, that's fair. You understand why he always ends up going in first. Didn't want to duck. Alright, whatever. Let's just end turn. I feel like we've poked the hornet's nest. Now they may have come out, but they decided not to. They definitely planning an attack on us, that's for sure. Wow, this has worked out really well. Alright, Leroy Jenkins. So what I'm doing there, if you're wondering, they said no line of fire because the cloaked one was blocking his shot. So I just hold shift to do control shot, and it was working just fine. Or force fire, basically. He's getting a pretty good set of kills here, I gotta say. Take a couple shots. Wow, that was the cloaked one even. What are your stats looking like? Yeah, 64 accuracy is pretty good. Pretty good. Not bad. And I didn't even have to use grenades to blow everything up. Well, you know what? If it works, let's keep doing it. Plus, some of these probably have brain suckers in them, so let's just hold out. Yeah. Yeah. So we should have lots of shots if these things dare come out the door, right? Nothing to worry about. All my super accurate high-level soldiers will never fail to kill one brain sucker. Thank you. Surely. Alright, there we go. Number 3. Dead. Alright, I like it. This is just the safer way of doing it, obviously. Uh-oh, popper time. Well, luckily our weapons don't make them pop anymore. Assuming we can shoot it. It's not like it's got a cloaking field, right? Right? I should have left them on aimed rather than Snapshot. Snapshot's the middle one. It's not bad, but aim would have been better for this. Still, we're doing just fine here. This group, good angle of fire. Alright, well... Tell you what. This is working so well. We'll expand the firing line. And make sure everyone is... Oh, some of them actually were on bad shots. Let's just go to straight aim shot. I'd rather use the TUs on good shots than bad shots. Because we've got lots of people that can... take those shots. Oh, you're... Okay. I got confused. I thought she was standing behind the rock rather than on top of it. Because one of the fun things I like to do is destroy all the rocks, obviously. Obviously. Okay, gonna move these guys over the same kind of idea as the other group. My logic here is having two groups that are close to the door that can peek in is a little bit better. Plus, from this angle, they weren't taking any shots anyway when brain suckers came out the door, so this might be a little bit more useful anyway. Alright, well, Leroy Jenkins, you're on a roll. What'd you find today? Something in the corner I can't really see. That might have been a worm sound effect of dying? Oh, look, just brain suckers everywhere. Okay, it was probably just another brain sucker. Anybody else? Interesting kind of ship. Such an open area. It's really a good kill zone. Like, the aliens really could set up a really good trap here. Like, if I was playing the aliens tactical decisions, like, it'd be really easy to set up some high ground Overwatch traps. So every time you walked in, you got murdered. Luckily, the AI isn't that intelligent, right? Turns are getting quicker, too. We probably killed most of them. Alright, Leroy. You feeling safe? Feeling secure? Let's set ourselves up to start clearing this UFO next turn. I love how far around they had to walk just to get into that door. Great. And as always, I should probably keep a couple people outside, keeping a watch. Because, clearly there can be skeletoids flying around outside that can surprise us, so... We'll leave it like this for now. See what happens. My breaching squad should have enough shots that they're safe for now. Well, I can't deny Leroy the fun of this mission. He's been off to a great start so far. So head on up, Leroy. Continue to live or die as your name suggests. Another brain sucker. Maybe that's the priority here. Alright, we're looking pretty good. I know there's an anthropod right there, but I want to get some vision first on the other angles. Alright, you got enough to use? Take them out. Maybe this is the last enemy. That it? Well, that is not it, but that's okay. So, Leroy is on a killing spree. There is still a level above us, right? So let's send someone right up to the top. I think. Kind of hard to tell. Hold on, hold on, hold on. That was... So if this is the top level... Is there nothing up here? It's just a little dead end. I guess this would be a weird area for there to be any aliens on. Alright. So let's just send maybe one for each angle. Well, at least someone to guard, specifically to guard, he's got some time units anyway. Just want to make sure Leroy's safe now, you know. But I have a feeling we're mostly done. We got our mini launcher here. That's something I have not used very much. Yeah, there's still a few areas in this ship that can have some surprises. That's for sure. See what happens. Oh! We got some shots. So far, so good. One more anthropod down. No spitters noticed. That was a very loud, deep grumble there. I wonder if that was one of the bigger aliens. Either a Cymorph or a behemoth or something. Maybe it was just the sound of a panicked anthropod. Just put him out of his misery, that's all. Now, there are these weird little side holes here as well. I don't know what you call them, but little storage rooms of some sort. Ah, see, this was the sound effect I was thinking. And yeah, as you may have noticed, these guys are suspiciously hard to see sometimes. It's kind of weird. Alright, well, we're going to let good old go ahead deal with this guy. And he should be okay. One more down. And that was it. Not so bad, not so bad. Very good, even. Worried the game was going to crash on me there. Alright, well, I'm still going to end the episode there. But we'll definitely do this mission next turn, or next... We'll do this this mission next episode. And it should be fine. I mean, this will be a little bit bigger UFO to clear. That last one went about perfectly. This next one, we'll see what happens. This is one of the big boys. So it'll take a little bit longer to clear out. And even finding the entrance to it might be a little bit more work. But maybe we'll get lucky and it's right back here. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. Making some progress. Getting some kills. Hopefully we find a spitter in here, actually. That's what I really need. Is one more enemy spitter. And that's the big thing. And I kind of have a feeling the battleships will have the heavy disruptor cannon I wanted. So if I can get one more heavy disruptor beam for my second Avenger and one spitter, then I'll be pretty much good to not exactly race to the end game, but just we can start clearing out a bunch of the alien dimension because I'm not going to be missing too much else, I don't think. Anyway, that's all for today. Let me save this properly here. That was back when I managed to correct my bug. I should have just kept these in line with what episode I was on. I don't know what I'm on. I'm on, like, episode pretty close to 50, I think. But we're getting pretty close to the end of the game, though, so I'm having a good time, and we're almost there. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for a battleship clear.